In a Mediterranean rut? Stick around for 6 Mediterranean easy meal ideas.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
Welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you are new, I've got a what's for dinner Mediterranean style for y'all. So I've got 6 nights of easy, clean, healthy eating Mediterranean style dinners that I want to share with you that anybody can do. So let's go through Monday through Sunday on what we had for dinner Mediterranean diet style. Monday night's dinner for Mediterranean keto, we're going to be making Italian turkey meatballs and zucchini boats, and we'll talk about the sides later, but this is how I'm making the meatballs. So I have a pound of turkey, ground turkey. We put some onion powder, oregano, Redmond's real salt and pepper, garlic, parsley. This makes everything, whether you're doing an Italian style dish or not, taste good. I've been putting in an omelets. You can see I've been flying through it. Hopefully I can get some more because I love this sofrito Italian style from Trader Joe's. And just a little bit of the hemp hearts for a binder. We're gonna put this all together, make meatballs. I'm prepping them for later, so that way all I have to do is pop them in the oven. We're gonna bake for 400 degrees for about 10 minutes or so, depending on what type of meat you're using. You can use ground chicken, you can use beef, venison, whatever you want in replacement of this. You can also add some mayo to this as well, just to make it a little bit more moist instead of as dry, depending on your protein. I'm skipping that today and just added the hemp hearts instead because we're gonna add some cheese and stuff to this, so I wanna get my fats from other sources besides mayo. So they usually make about 10 meatballs when I do them this way. I squeeze that a little extra 11th there. I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator, and like I said, we're just gonna bake these later. That way they're already prepped and ready to go. And assembling the zucchini boats is gonna be super easy. I have the oven preheating to 450 degrees. These are the meatballs that have been in the fridge. So I'm actually going to like rearrange them because I want to do this all at one time. So I'm going to cut my zucchini in half. I'm going to get all the flesh out and make boats out of them and cook them with a little bit of olive oil at the same time, and then take them out, and then we will assemble everything and then put them back in to melt some cheese and some Rayo's marinara sauce and all that good stuff. So we probably should have used a bigger baking sheet. That's always my problem, is I always underestimate like the amount of stuff I have and the type of baking sheets that we use, but it's all good. If you're wondering how I got this out, I just used a small spoon, and it's perfect size for scraping it out for the zucchini. Drizzled it with a little bit of olive oil there, and we're just gonna put it in the oven and watch it for about 10 minutes. We might need to cook the zucchini a little bit longer, but 10 minutes probably for the meatballs. For our side, we're gonna do Parmesan zucchini, or like loaded zucchini spirals. I've had these in the freezer legit forever. Like, just look at the ice on these. Like, it is a problem. So I have the rest of those in there because I want to get this out of here. And I'm probably going to have to like drain this off because the water's going to be unreal. But then we're going to add a bunch of yummy toppings to it. So I just want to get that out of the freezer finally. Like, girl, what have you been doing? After microwaving the zoodles, I drained them and squeezed all the excess water in them so it doesn't leave much. I added a little bit of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. We also did a little bit of this olive oil right there, and the sofrito Italian style seasoning from Trader Joe's, which I'm obsessed with and makes everything taste bomb. So loaded zoodles, that's going to be delicious. I also did an extra 5 minutes on our meatballs / zucchini in the oven. Just like with our zoodles, I took off my boats and I patted them dry with a paper towel so we could get all the excess water off of there. I took off the other one because I'm like, girl, we don't need 2. We can just do 1 for me. And I've got the Rayo's marinara sauce on there. I just topped it. I just eyeballed it, and now I'm gonna add my cheese. I put the shaved Parmesan on top, and to put mine over the top, I'm gonna use this Vermont Creamery goat cheese with herbs. Man, if y'all could just smell this through the screen. I got this from Whole Foods and it smells so good. So I'm gonna slice up a couple of slices and add that on top. Put it back in the oven for about 5 minutes. Let all this warm up and melt. In the oven, 5 minutes, 450. So here's our meatball zucchini boats. The goat cheese doesn't look like it's melted, guys, but it's warmed, and as soon as you touch it, it's so soft. The zoodles loaded, and then we have a side salad, which is spinach, cucumbers, 1 egg, 1/2 of an avocado, salt and pepper, and then some crumbled goat cheese from Whole Foods on top with the Greek dressing that I always rave about in all videos. I'll have it linked down below. Monday night's dinner for the win. Totally Mediterranean style. Tuesday night's dinner, we're making spicy shrimp and cauli rice bowls. So this is something new, but so simple and easy. So I have 2 packages of the shrimp from Imperfect Foods. Always have them linked down below. Love their shrimp so much and reasonably priced. I've got a package of the Whole Foods pilaf style rice cauliflower. Y'all know I love this. If you watch my grocery hauls, it has garlic, herb, and extra virgin olive oil in it. It is the cleanest of the clean as far as ingredients, guys. Keto friendly. 5 total, 2 fiber for 3 net carbs. Really good stuff here. And then to toss mine, I'm going to saute up the shrimp in the Redmond's garlic pepper, of course, y'all know. And then I'm going to drain it and then toss it in a little bit of the Primal Kitchen Chipotle lime mayo to give it that spicy, creamy, high-fat kick. That's what I'm looking for. And then we're going to make like a bowl with all the fixins. It's going to be simple, delicious flavors and like beast mode all at the same time. For the cauliflower rice, don't get triggered. I am just microwaving mine and plating it straight out of the bag. So fancy. Just olive oil at the bottom of my pan and a ton. Y'all know this is my seasoning of choice for everything. Garlic pepper by Redmond's Real Salt. Always have a discount down below, guys, for you, and it's in my Nicole Burgess bundle with Redmond's. This stuff is amazing. The secret to the perfect runny egg is having a hot pan sprayed with olive oil, avocado oil. Put your eggs in. Cover your eggs. That is key, guys. Covering them. So that way they cook and steam very quickly, but not too quick where it cooks the yolk. And turn the heat down. So after you have it like scalding hot, then put it on low and just watch them and don't let that yolk get cooked. Just added 2 generous spoonfuls of the chipotle lime mayo in there and just tossed it. It's all creamy, delicious, and ready to go. Here's our spicy shrimp and cauli rice bowl. So I did the cauli rice on the bottom. It's probably half a bag, honestly. I'm eating a ton. 2 fried eggs, and then we did half an avocado with Redmond's Real Salt, everything seasoning. There's our shrimp that's tossed in that mayo. That's gonna be so good. Topped with some fresh chopped parsley, and you've got an easy, clean keto meal, guys. Mediterranean approved as well. Couldn't be easier and more affordable than this. Wednesday night's dinner is Greek lemon chicken thighs. So I've got some bone in with the skin chicken thighs. I got about 6 of those in there. I've got some Faye 5% because the recipe, if it's good, I will link it in the description box as always for you guys. Some plain yogurt. I hate to use that up for a recipe because y'all know I love that stuff. Minced garlic, oregano, olive oil, salt and pepper. And then we've got some freshly squeezed lemon juice. I got my little gadget here. We need 1/4 cup. I'm gonna put all this, including the chicken, in a Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna marinate it on the counter for about 20 minutes. Or you could do it for up to 24 hours in the refrigerator, the recipe says. But I'm doing this last minute. Didn't do it ahead of time. It's gonna be all good. And then we're gonna put a bunch of really awesome Mediterranean toppings on it after we bake it for a little bit. This should be an easy, delicious chicken recipe. Got all my ingredients in there, so I just dumped it all in this big Ziploc, and I've just been like slinging it around, no joke, to make sure that it can all get mixed up and all coated on that chicken. As you can see, all the seasoning is coated on there. That yogurt looks yummy. This is gonna be bomb. So I'm gonna let this just hang out on the counter, like I said, for like 15-20 minutes and let it marinate and do its thing. And then we're gonna transfer it to a baking dish and we're gonna bake it and then add stuff after. So the chicken has marinated for a little over 15 minutes. I put it in my baking dish and then it said to pour the remaining marinade on top. We're gonna bake this on 375 for 20 minutes to start off with. So it's been baking for 20 minutes on 375. I added a little bit of tomatoes. I'm not a fan of tomatoes, but they might be good once they're cooked. And then we did some olives. These are my favorite jalapeno and garlic ones from Sam's Club. And then we sprinkled a generous amount of feta cheese. So we're gonna put it back in the oven for 375 for another 20 minutes to cook the chicken all the way through. So here is the chicken. Got it all plated up over here. No tomatoes for me, but I love olives. So I have the olives with the cheese on top. We're doing 1 1/2. Got green beans from Sam's Club that I just went and put in the microwave, and we seasoned it with the Redmond's garlic pepper, of course, and then we did a little bit of ghee and a side salad with spinach, cucumbers, egg, feta, avocado, and I'm gonna put my Greek dressing on top for Wednesday night's dinner. Thursday night's dinner, we're doing baked fish with a lemon cream sauce. So the fish that I'm using is some wild cod that I got from Imperfect Foods. I always have them linked down below, guys. I'm gonna use the cod. We have some ghee, heavy cream, garlic, Dijon mustard, salt and pepper, some shallot, some lemon, of course, and some fresh chopped parsley. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the cod in this pan. We're gonna make like a cream sauce, pour that over, and literally just bake this for 10 minutes. It looks like the easiest Pinterest recipe ever. And then we're gonna do a side of broccoli steamed in the microwave. Don't get triggered. And some sort of like veggie salad or something on the side. I haven't decided yet, but I'm looking forward to this because I've never tried cod before. Y'all let me know if you've tried cod and how you like to prepare it. Cod is in the pan. I sprinkled both sides with salt and pepper. And jammy. I forgot to mention you need a shallot chopped, so I'm gonna put that on top of the cod. And then we did 30 seconds and 2 different intervals to heat up our cream sauce. We're gonna pour that on top and bake it in the oven. That's it. $1 broccoli florets going in the microwave from Walmart, 6 minutes. Such a fancy sight. Yes, please. 390 preheated degree oven for 10 to 12 minutes, depending on how long it takes your fish of choice to cook. I steamed my broccoli in the bag in the microwave, so I took it out and I added some more ghee to the broccoli, just like I did the fish, and then we added a generous amount of my favorite Redmond's Real Salt Organic garlic pepper. I'm gonna pop it back into the microwave for another minute just so it melts the ghee. I'm gonna stir it up, and that is it. Simple side dish. I baked mine an additional 6 minutes than what the original recipe said because I have a thermometer that I plugged in to get to that perfect 130 degree temperature for your fish. So here's Thursday night's dinner. Some sliced cucumbers with that Greek dressing I always have linked for you guys. Half an avocado with Redmond's Real Salt Pepper. Then I have some goat cheese slices with this herb crust I got from Whole Foods. So good, guys. I love that stuff. There's the broccoli, and then there is the cod for the win and crazy kids in the background. Hashtag Friday night's dinner, since it's my one night of the week where I'm doing something other than chicken, turkey, or seafood. We are doing venison. So my husband killed a deer. I know some people don't like that, but anytime he does shoot something, guys, we process it for food, and he does not shoot anything that we're not going to eat. So it's mainly for fun for him to just go out there and sit. And if he does shoot something, we make it into food. So we made the entire deer into ground meat. So this is venison ground up. And I'm going to add some red onion I have in the freezer, and then some Redmond's Real Salt. This is the garlic pepper y'all know I rave about all the time. And that's it. So I was going to make this on the Blackstone, but sad times, I ran out of propane and we don't have time to fill it up in time for dinner. So I'm just going to make this probably in the cast iron, either on my griddle outside or on the stove. I haven't decided. And then we're going to carnivore it up with all the carnivore sides because I'm just feeling really proteiny because of the 75 hard that I'm doing and wanting all the protein, especially today. So I made 4 massive size burgers for tonight. I mean, we're going hard tonight. To go on top of the burgers, I have a ton of portobello baby mushrooms that I went ahead and chopped up. I've got some organic baby spinach, and of course the real salt garlic pepper. I know you're tired of hearing about it, but it is so good. Universal spice that you could put on anything. I'm gonna put a little olive oil in my pan and get that going, and that's gonna be a topper with some other goodies. I'm also going to fry up in just a skillet, not fry it with any oil, but just get this heated through. It's already cooked. The True Story organic sweet Italian chicken sausages. I featured these all the time. I have 2 left. I want to use them up. They are delicious and super duper clean, guys, with the macros on these. I get them from Imperfect Foods. So good. I know, silly, but we're using the cast iron skillet. I didn't want to smoke up the house outside. And I wish I was using the Blackstone because I could get everything done at one time. You know, I love that thing. But we got to get some more propane. Struggles are real. Friday night beast mode dinner. happening. So we've got some green beans left over from one of the dinners this week, so I want to eat those up. There's the chicken sausage. I've got a little bit of this Primal Kitchen garlic aioli mayo. This is the first time I'm trying it. I'm super excited. The last of my herb goat cheese, a little chunk there. 2 fried pasture-raised eggs, and then we've got the 2 venison burgers. We're going hard with the mushrooms and spinach all on top for Friday night's So dinner. If you are new, all I do is take some sweet potatoes, I cut them up into french fry shapes. I'm gonna put some cold water in here, and the trick is to keep this in an ice bath. So I'm gonna add some ice too for 10 minutes. It's gonna release all the starch from the sweet potatoes in that cold ice bath, and you're gonna drain it, and then when you put it on your sheet pan, they're gonna get extra crispy. It works like a charm. After 10 minutes, I take them out, I pat them dry. We're gonna put them in this bowl with some olive oil and some seasonings. I just drizzled my olive oil on, just eyeball it, about 2 tablespoons, guys, and I'm loving this Trader Joe's sofrito. If you've been watching the videos, you know it's a problem. Hoping I can find some more. And then, of course, a ton of the Redmond's real salt. All mixed and coated. And another secret, if I haven't mentioned it, I think I have. I think I've given y'all the secret, is to put your sheet pan in the oven while it's preheating. And that way it's nice and hot. So when you put your french fries down, you're gonna get that sizzle. Y'all hear it? Y'all hear it? 425 for about 35 minutes. With the sweet potato fries, we're gonna do fish tacos. I have wild caught mahi, and on each side, I've put a bunch of the Trader Joe's chili lime seasoning on here. We're gonna put it on the Blackstone on each side, cook it up to perfection, and add some yummy cyclical keto approved toppings. How I'm making my tacos is using the Siete almond flour tortillas. These are 8 net carbs a tortilla, so if you can fit it in your regular keto macros, these are the cleanest tortillas you're gonna find on the market by Siete, hands down. They might be higher in carbs, but you're saving yourself a lot of help in the long run without all the cruddy, nasty, dirty keto ingredients, I assure you guys. And this pineapple mango salsa from Whole Foods, I've had for a week. We're gonna use some of it. I'm gonna try to freeze the rest because this stuff is so expensive, but it's delicious. So hopefully it thaws well next time we wanna do a taco night. And then we're gonna do some of the mango jalapeno barbecue sauce by Primal Kitchen. This stuff is so good. A little bit of kick, but a little bit of sweetness that you want from the pineapple juice and mango that they add in there. And then we're gonna do the Primal Kitchen ketchup on the side with our sweet potatoes and calling it a simple, easy taco french fry night. I like to heat my tortillas is just heating up a skillet with no oil and just like making them warm through until you get to the consistency that you want. If you warm them through too much, guys, they will get crispy and break on you and you won't be able to fold it over. So there's like an exact science and know-how on when you need to take them off the heat and go ahead and fold them and stuff them. So here we have our Sunday night cyclical keto dinner all plated up with the sweet potato fries, the ketchup. We've got that barbecue sauce. I added a little bit of lettuce on there. It's like nothing. And then we've got that mango jalapeno pineapple salsa. So good with the mahi. I mean, you can't get more fresh, clean, and delicious than that. So that's this week's What's for Dinner. Please give this video a huge thumbs up if you look forward to these What's for Dinners here on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new, don't forget to hit the bell down below, all the things, so you're the first to know when I upload a new video. I hope y'all have an amazing week. I hope this video was helpful in giving you some ideas on what you can put on your dinner table for Mediterranean style. And until the next one, y'all have a good one, and we'll see you then. Bye, y'all.